Warning, the following broadcast contains strong opinions, playful antics, and controversial topics causing off-the-rails fun. Chances for being offended are higher than average for sensitive people. Viewer discretion is not advised. Live a little and have some fun.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the 150th episode of The Coach's Box. That's right, we made it 150 episodes. Big round of applause for everybody in this room to not get us kicked off the air. The only thing that we have had happen in 150 episodes where we've had Big Brother say, nope, you can't do that, is apparently Jason Jarvis's commercial offended the Facebook gods, and they said, no, you can't do that. And if you didn't get a chance to see Jarvis's commercial, well, I don't know what to tell you. Facebook Lord said,
was it because I made fun of sitcoms or something?
I have no idea.
I didn't get to watch it, so I don't know.
It was on YouTube. It was on YouTube. It was okay on YouTube, but apparently Meta, Facebook, whatever Zuckerberg says.
It was Zuckerberg himself.
I mean, right now,
exactly.
Right now, we are tiptoeing the line of even talking about the almighty Facebook gods.
He was in between MMA tournaments.
So,
that's what it was.
Was it Eminem that said F the?
Yes. Eminem was the one who said that.
I didn't even say that. I mean, come on.
So anyway, we have a full house, minus one, of course, because God forbid.
What a great way to start the 150th. At Riley Blair's seat, I almost sat there and I went, nope, saving that for Blair.
Yeah. Oh no, we already had the assigned seating.
Yes.
Oh,
and we were putting Blair there next to Miller.
So yeah, as you can see on our little screen right now that he's not here. We could just leave it, but we'll probably just go ahead and just.
Do we can we get the Casper the Friendly Ghost emoji?
I need
and just
to probably put it
right
there. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna have to take up for Blair a little bit.
I know.
Hey,
know.
Mr.
I'm
Big
kidding.
Time shows up once in 2 or 3 months, and he's gonna talk shit on Blair. Come on,
it's what I do best, Jarvis.
Man,
Hey.
Blair is. Me and Blair are like, we're like the old
here we
shoe.
go.
We're always here,
Old shoe. Wait. He's not always here.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Most of the time, he's here more than a lot of other people.
As me and Kevin both raise our hands.
Well,
I'll admit it.
And I will say McVay's back on his streak. I mean, I guess after he resigned from basketball, he didn't show up for a while, and I was like, man, maybe this is really a rift. And then McVay showed up again.
Hey,
refuting.
18 baseball games in 21 days, man.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh my God! You sound like Mo Zalak. Shut up! Oh no, they had 19 days.
What's that?
19 games.
Who
we
was
go. We're already on
that
it.
bow tie boy that said that?
Yeah.
We'll save that conversation for a little while.
Read Bernie's
I
article
read Bernie.
on Danny
Yup.
Mac. Yes, that was awesome.
Oh yeah, it was spot on.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Quit making excuses. Sorry, I wasn't jumping.
Hey, we got it. We'll get to it.
I know. I'm
we'll
just
get
saying.
to it, Jason.
I was just saying.
Order of operations here.
I'm just going to say this before we, and we'll get into it. I've actually enjoyed watching the College World Series, the Super Regionals, and all that stuff, even more than I would watch what's going on in that dumpster fire called Busch Stadium right now. I'm just flat out saying.
What
that.
concert was there? You said dumpster fire.
Yeah.
I would go to a really crappy concert right now before I go to a Cardinals game.
Yeah,
Busch Stadium.
Regionals, is the tournament back? I mean, I thought it was March. What are we talking about regionals?
College World
Baseball.
Series.
Baseball.
Baseball.
Baseball
and softball. Baseball and
Nah, I don't watch softball.
No. Why?
Okay.
Okay.
I will
He's
say,
busy. He said the month of June he's busy.
I will say I'm fans of Oklahoma, though.
I do find it,
Yeah.
even though he's here, but he's always like, June's busy and this, that, but we can't be busy. He can be busy. We can't be busy.
But I show up.
Well,
Hey,
You're busy as going to scout someone right before the show, and then and then I go to the show and I'm like, "Where's Zach? I just saw him at the Crystal game."
Windows open, bro. Gotta go. Windows open.
I mean, I literally think
Hello,
you
gotta
don't
go.
realize how busy I am in June.
Nope.
No, we do.
We do.
We do.
Because we're all just as busy.
I'm not.
In some
I
way,
have
shape, or
nothing
form.
going on. I am literally
No?
sitting
You're
at the
free?
house doing nothing. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm free.
right.
Yeah.
100%
Okay.
free.
Yeah.
Sure.
There's nothing at the farm.
No,
The
nothing.
tree limbs.
There-
the tree
there-
limbs.
there's no
say-
hay.
That is a farmer's
Oh,
hand.
oh,
Hey!
Whoa.
Boot and all.
Norm.
Hey, welcome.
That's a
Riley
great
Blair.
fashion accessory you're wearing right there, son.
It is. It looks great on me, don't it?
Yeah.
No.
Hey Blair, I've already had to take up
Stay out of
for
my
you.
camera shot.
And to make it like it was really our 150, I ate at La Pachanga since we couldn't go there and have it.
I know. So we gotta have it at this place.
Wow.
And people showed up here at 6:30. So I would have been plenty of time to have it at La Pachanga. I don't know. Anyway, that's for off the airs.
True statement. Or your basement would have been fine too.
Oh, my basement, the origin.
None of you
That's-
guys would have been there.
I guess that's what the commercial. Maybe it was my basement. The commercial
That
got
could've
kicked
been
off
it.
for.
They were pissed because
I
we
did
weren't
have
there.
and I did have a lot of beer advertisements behind me. Maybe that I don't know.
No way. It's Facebook. They're okay with that.
Okay, then I'm really miffed at why my commercial. I thought it was a decent commercial, and it only took me one take, and it was done.
Again, you what are you
That's
watching? Just
because
watch on YouTube.
the two of us are trained professionals at commercials.
Oh well, that is true. I do quite a few for this show.
You do.
They may suck, but at least I do 'em.
Exactly.
At least I do them.
They at least get to see your face.
I mean, hey,
Hey, have face for radio, baby.
that is correct. So we don't want to zoom in right now. We're just going to leave it as it is. But
Just put a picture of my wife up. Okay, there we go. Carry on.
oh boy.
Carry on.
All right. Well,
Next question,
that got
please.
awkward really quick.
On to Cincinnati.
I don't know what to say about that. Like, no.
Well,
or
let's see.
yeah.
Hold on.
I don't know which way to respond.
8:08:31, and it's off the rails already.
Hey, it's the 150th. That's why I'm here.
Can you believe that? 150
No.
episodes.
No, absolutely not.
So, okay, then tell us, at what point then did you think this was just going to, dive bomb?
There was a night at Herky that I thought it was all gonna die. Like I thought it was gonna blow up. I might lose my job. Plus, the show dead.
But that was before we started self-producing it.
That's
Yes.
before Off the Rails took over.
That's right.
And then we've been on the FCC side, except for a commercial, and and we've all been, politically correct.
ish.
Ish. We all have nice mugs to drink out of and everything.
That's right.
Without a doubt.
And I will have to say this. Coach Davis and I were having a conversation, and he
have two hands busy.
he at least had one because he was on the phone with me.
Speaker.
That's true. That's true.
That was the
And,
greatest line ever. But go ahead.
And of course, he's called the TikTok sensation out there at Grandview right now because so many views. And what's funny is he was like, I just can't believe you guys put that together. He goes, I walked in, I was actually impressed. He said, you got all the equipment. He goes, when did you learn how to do that? I said, Coach, I just watched YouTube. Literally how I figured all this stuff out. I don't know what I'm doing.
Coach, I still don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, absolutely.
We're still figuring it out every week.
I mean, there's all kinds of screw ups that happen, like don't push the big red button. And
Never done.
That was hilarious.
Hold on, stop.
That was funny.
it's not.
Have we
It
pressed
was.
the big red button?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, because I'm
was
watching.
live. It
I'm
was.
one of
I'm watching.
I'm one of the other two people watching.
I'm one. There's six total, and they're in this room.
They're all we are the only ones watching.
That we know of on Facebook. We have all kinds of.
yeah.
By the way, we have over 3,000 YouTube subscribers now.
How awesome
That's
is that?
awesome.
Now, will you watch
thank
a
you
bunch
for
of episodes for us? That'd be cool.
Yeah. So if you could just, just
I
start.
mean, you don't even have to sit in front of it. Just watch it.
Just let it run.
Have your
Just let it
computer
run.
watch it.
Just let it run for a while.
Your
and-
iPad watch it.
and
just have it under various emails.
those
you create.
the sketchy ones that your wife doesn't know about.
Dang it.
Hey, I try to get us kicked off everything.
Is this what Weston watches when you give him the iPad?
It's like, here, watch this.
Daddy.
Coco Melon. No. Here, let's do this.
No, Tara Lynn would lose it. She says that Coco Melon's the devil. So
It is, but
Bluey.
Bluey.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Bluey is
And we're done. And we're off. That's what did it. Coco Melon did it.
It's over. It's all over now. Done. But no, I mean it's been quite a journey. I think we've had the opportunity. When we started self-producing, it was that one camera up in the St. Pius booth that Kevin set up for us, and
And then I had to come back to do it
because
it didn't work right.
It didn't work right, and we didn't have any video for like the first 8 minutes.
All audio, yeah.
And it was all audio. So we've definitely tried it and experimented with a lot of things, and sometimes that's just what you have to do. But I think we found what works, and hopefully that whoever watches it, wherever you are, even if you're making fun of us, at least you think that we try to do a good job as far as producing it, because I mean that's what it's all about. We don't literally make hardly any money, like zero, negative, but it's just about us having fun.
And I don't think we've ever had anybody come up to me and say, "Man, I hate your show." Like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
Well, they won't say it to your
That's your face.
But there is probably a handful of people that do not like our show. But you know what?
For various reasons.
You probably coach their daughters, but anyway.
There might be a couple of officials, perhaps.
Whoa!
I don't know why there'd be any
Hey, I
officials.
can name one. Woo!
Mike Nolan doesn't
Just
like
one?
the show.
Just one.
Man, Jim calls people out.
Oh, absolutely.
Man, he comes on the show, he calls people
was
out.
part of that. He was part of that one. Stripe crew. He can do it. We can't.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hey,
But Pat Burns likes the show. Mark Langhauser likes the show. All those guys like the show.
Hey, I had Timmy down at Kingston the other night. He's a pretty loyal watcher of the
he
show.
is. He is.
I will say 150 episodes, and I love doing this show. And this show stepped up when I was having a hard time, and they raised a crap ton of money for my family and for my son, and it was awesome. I mean, we joke about we only have 2 or 3 viewers, but we had to have quite a few more to do what you guys did for me. That was awesome.
well,
I mean, I'm almost in tears. I can't talk about it really, but it was awesome.
To me, that's what it's about. We get around this room, and we may give each other a lot of crap in this room, but,
Just a little bit.
But at the end of the day, I think if anybody needed something, we'd be the first ones at the door to help out. And I think that's what it's all about. Our friendships. Maybe when we get between the lines in January.
On January 13th, I wanted to punch people.
that might change a little bit.
I'll tell you what, I enjoyed swings, though. Hasn't always been that, ask Terrell, but yeah.
But to me, that's what it's all about, and we've built some friendships that I think will last forever in this room, and to me, this show wouldn't have gone on if we didn't have the friendship that we have, and I feel like that's the biggest factor of the whole thing.
I picked up food at La Pachanga before this in the approximate 20 minutes I was home today, and
There he goes.
When I showed up, there were some people there. They're like, "Oh, you guys are doing the show tonight?" I go, "Well, we are doing it tonight, but not here. You'll have to talk to the pious people about that." But,
Listen, all you do is just blame it on me, man.
and in Chris's defense, I have never ever set up any of this by myself. I've helped him occasionally, but none of us in here have set it up by ourselves, maybe except Kevin and Chris.
I don't even know that I've set it up by myself. I've helped him a couple of times.
You may have
to
brought
do it,
that, somebody brought a big blue mic one time. Oh, wait, we don't talk about him.
Oh, man. He goes right for the jugular.
Hey,
He talks about me calling out people.
You wouldn't even know.
Dang!
I'll tell you what, I'm a little jumpy today.
You seem like it.
I've had great couple days of basketball. I've been kind of excited. I go watch my daughter play all week. Well, my God, they played like 35 games already. You know how Blair does it.
And wait, and you
Well,
didn't,
yeah, were
you
you
didn't have to
coaching?
help coach.
I have not had to help coach at all. That's the real winner.
That's a round of
That's
applause
the
in
real
itself.
Hold on, time out though. But has Blair been the one coaching?
I will say yes.
Oh my gosh!
But he's had 2 assistants that have been there almost for everything, and then they do sometimes have a guy that sits way at the end of the bench, like on the floor, maybe that yells once in a while.
Wouldn't know who that is.
So now with your new fashion accessory, do you get to park in the handicap spot too?
I absolutely do.
So you don't have to
Jarvis
walk.
was making fun of me last night. I parked with
I
the
was
Hillsboro.
at Hillsboro.
I got my
Like,
handicap
he
sticker.
parked with the handicap.
Hold on. I did it last year when I was in the boot. I parked in the handicap spot. I'm not afraid to admit it.
I didn't. I'm a man.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
7.
Carry the one.
Hey, but I'm not the oldest one here today, am I? Okay.
Yes.
I like it that you old farts are here. It makes me feel so much younger, and things like that. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh my
Since,
god.
Good stuff.
Anyway, but no, it's. Oh, by the way, Tim Shumpert had messaged me at whatever point. He said this 150th better be worth my time to watch it. And I said it probably won't be.
Why start now?
Why? If you're not watching the show, of course it's not worth your time to watch.
Well, maybe I should talk about his reffing job down there. We get him fired up.
No, he'll hold it against everybody. It's
The question is, Jason, did he tee you up and kick you out of the game? Is that what?
Oh
it
no,
was?
I made it through, and it was the same duo that I had that time.
Oh
I
my!
deserved to get kicked out that time. I mean, it is what it is.
Riley's been kicked out of a game before.
JV. I want that to be known. That was a summer league game, and I was taking up for one of my kids, but I deserve to get kicked out. It happened.
It's all good.
That's the only time I've ever been kicked out of a game. I definitely haven't been kicked out of a JV game before my varsity game.
Yeah,
Some of us might have been that.
might have.
And some of us
Lessons
have been,
learned.
and some of us have been close to that as well.
Well, I mean, we know Chris.
Maybe in this building sometime.
Maybe, yeah.
Chris
I seem to remember
Chris did win the
that
technical.
night.
He did win the technical race this year.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
I did.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah, that's
really
what I said.
Turned,
He did.
turned over a new leaf and still won the.
One of them I earned. The other one,
That's what we all.
I
do.
kind of
the other one- the other-
encouraged it.
The other one, you were well out of your coaching box.
I encouraged the one.
What?
Of course
I
you
couldn't
did.
believe that Zach didn't get one in our JV game.
I know.
He was on the baseline.
He did.
Gotta call timeout.
That was a full 40-yard dash down there to get that time.
Okay,
out.
wait.
Hey,
Do
that
not
would
use
require-
do not use the word dash describing that. That's for people
Dot,
who
dot,
run
dot,
fast.
dash.
He said Dash and Zach all in one.
Hey, it was like one of those throwers relays. They have it tracked.
Sprint medley, get it right. The sprint medley.
Brent Medley. Got that timeout though, didn't you? Ish.
Yeah, ish.
It's more like a bench warning, and they let us go ahead and talk to the kids.
While they were arguing with you.
That was the funniest thing. I was on the bench going, no, I think I was standing at the door. I was going, oh my God.
But it's funny, kind of going back to what we were talking about. I mean, it's and Riley alluded to it, man. It's just we started the show, it evolved. It's always been it's just guys sitting around talking, having fun, messing with each other, talking sports. And you're right. I think the friendships we built. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know how tight we really were before, but in all the time we've done this since basically the COVID shutdown, March of 2020, I mean, it's definitely evolved into kind of a tight-knit group, and that's one of the reasons why we made the decision to go out on our own and self-produce and go through all of that, and hopefully, like I said, we at least you're entertained. If you're not entertained, we really don't care because we're entertained. We just invite you into this circle of people, and one of the best compliments was from that interview we did where Rob was like, hey, you guys just seem like you just enjoy each other's company. He said it just feels like when I watch your show, it's just guys sitting around just BS with each other, like you'd have a beer. And I said, well, that's literally how the show operates. Sometimes we have something we want to talk about, which we do, and then sometimes it just, as Jim has alluded to many of times, we just go off the rails and just do whatever the hell we want, and
See where it takes us.
there are several things that are off limits, but
We dance around those off limits. We've danced around them off limits plenty of times. I mean, I almost punched Zach once.
Once? Are you sure?
Hold on. Why do you think
Twice,
why do you think the
three
seating
times.
arrangement is the way it is tonight? Me and Zach here, and you guys over
Me
there.
and Zach
No.
have been sitting by each other a
I
lot
know
lately.
you have.
And
I'm just
actually
kidding.
have agreeing. I mean, like, Goldie's
I
going to
know.
be gone, guys. He's gone.
Oh, he is.
I think he's gone.
I do too.
okay. Kevin, you were going to say
Sorry.
something.
I was just going to say, when you're talking about stuff off limits, are we still talking soccer here?
Yeah. Well,
Think that is off limits.
me and Kevin are actually talking about doing
Have your own
a
damn
World
show.
Cup,
Yes.
a
Good.
World Cup
Great.
soccer show.
Keep it off this show. That ain't happening here.
But we're going to make Chris sit there and produce the show and listen to it.
I didn't know that Off the Rails meet. Well, they have done a soccer game, haven't they?
have.
Yes.
No.
No. Chris did a live at the state
sideline
championship.
Last year,
sorry.
yes, last year, Chris came to the soccer park for the Pius
just did a
Championship
live.
game.
Championship. He drove the. Did you drive us the bus that day?
You probably
No.
got turned
No.
into mission for that live, too. But anyway.
No, I permitted it.
No. I will still. Chris drove our bus to a game at DeBerg this year and had to sit on the bench with the soccer girls during a game.
Okay,
he
so
looked like grumpy Zach the whole game.
Was his arms crossed?
and it was supposed to be warm, and it was freaking cold. Like the wind was blowing. I'm like, God,
It's
this
not
is
like there's
annoying.
a device that'll tell you what the weather is, you know?
No, because I go there, I'm like, there is no wind all the way up driving, and I get there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's cold. So I'm going back to get my jacket off the bus, and I said, hey, I just need to go get my jacket, and she said, oh yeah, we have one of the windiest stadiums like in St.
it is.
Louis, and I go,
It is.
It is.
something that could have been brought to my attention yesterday, but
Blame
it
it
was
on the soccer coach.
stinking soccer. But no, I mean, I've been
Yeah,
to
the
two.
assistant
Gosh,
didn't
I
tell
just
him.
said
Two-
soccer. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm over on the bench going, I wonder if he knows it's going to get windy in here. or not."
No.
No, and that's fine. It's okay. He'll get
Yeah,
over it.
yeah.
Damn indoor coaches.
Dadgummit.
Dude, I've been to so many cold games to watch Jill and just shake. I'm like, why am I doing this?
Because it's your kid.
I know.
My kid wasn't out there, so why am I doing it? For the money I get paid to drive.
I've been to one track meet and it rained during the track meet and it was cold and I was like, I am never again going to a track meet. Ever.
Well, track me. Oh, man. Sorry, Jill. I'm going to say that before I say this. But your kid's a thrower, and you may sit there for 6 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Nap time.
And
That
nowhere-
is miserable.
And sometimes nowhere near the actual stadium where the track meet's going on.
no,
You're
so
like
you
in some
can't watch
back lawn.
anything else but all these people throw.
Nope.
And
Yeah. No.
Or if you're,
So bad.
if your kid is at a distance and they run the 4x8 at the very beginning and the 4x4 at the very end. That was my
yeah.
kid last year. So you got the start at 3:30 and you don't get done till 9:30. So you have to be there for 6 hours
That's why
to
you-
watch your kid run for 12 minutes.
That's why you hide a flask, and then you just sit there. And
I really
I'm
think
just
that's
kidding. That's not what you do.
sometimes
Don't
why
do
those 4x4 teams get scratched at the end of meets.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Coach is like, nah, we're out.
We gone. Seal back.
Yeah.
You know, the one thing I'll say, number one, 150 episodes is unbelievable. Just, I don't care what it is.
That's what my watch it. That's what my commercial said. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I mean, in all seriousness, it doesn't matter where you get to 150 of anything. That says something. And, I've been very fortunate to become, you guys are some of my best friends that I ever have. And once again, I go back to Jason, last summer with you, same thing with me last summer when I had to have, emergency surgery. First people that were calling to make sure that I was okay, that I needed anything, was you guys. And it's also let the caravan, with what me and Chris did last year during football and basketball season, and we're planning on doing that again this year, really putting kind of doing the high school stuff, different things along. It's let me do the stuff that I love to do. And then when I can join you guys and, it's fun. It's absolutely a blast to come down, hang out with my friends, and just talk sports. And that's the cool thing. And, people up in this, I get the 09, the folks at the 09, they're always asking, when are you guys going to bring the show back? When are you guys going to come back up? Because they enjoyed just, once again, like what Riley said, it's guys just sitting there BS and talking sports. And that's the cool thing about it. And, you guys are, best friends, and we are a family, and we take care of each other. And, I don't think a lot of people understand exactly how close we all are, especially you get us during a Cardinals game or something on the group text. It's entertainment beyond belief is all I'm going to say.
Well, the thing is about the group chat is that's the thing that nobody gets to see, and thank God. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that are said during the group chat that probably shouldn't be shared with anybody.
It's sometimes it's the greatest part of my day. I just got done with my third middle school summer school class, and I see that I have 40 messages, and I go look, and I'm like, oh man, now I feel better. I feel better about myself. Dude, you guys talked about how we've all become really close with the show, but like I've gotten to know coaches from all over because of the show. Like I went to Nashville, Tennessee, and I don't know Waynesville's head coach hardly at all, but he kind of knew me because of the show. Or I run into people that, oh, hey, you guys do that show, blah, 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 and it's part of, like, my family knows it's, like, part of what I do. It's just, like, and all relatives and everybody know about it. Well, because I'm one of those guys that shares it to about every group I can. But
Jarvis family. No, wait a second. Hey, Jarvis puts it out on the official somehow.
The Jarvis Vegas trip when I went to get married, I share it to that group still. I don't
Jarvis
care.
puts it out to the officials group.
Yes,
slow officials group. And I'm like, who let Jarvis? And then I let Jarvis in the group, and I'm just like, oh boy.
Wait, is there a reason why I don't get to be in the officials group?
Yeah, well, what's up with that? You keep winning the prize.
I was just going to say, who won the technical prize last year?
Everybody knows
that doesn't mean anything.
Everybody knows you have Vaseline in your kit.
That's true.
I think he needed some. That was the issue. He needed some. He ran out.
Zach, all right, I'm going to talk to you right now.
All right, I'm waiting for Charles.
He's already quit.
So when Zach, you send kids to my office, I would just be like, "Listen, here's what you really do." Because Zach loves this.
Oh, hey.
First off, call him Zach.
Yeah, right. And then, see how that goes.
Well, I mean, you can use your phone all you want. So go ahead.
That is true. That is in fact true.
There's cell phones allowed?
No.
Cell phones allowed?
No, they're not. Oh, there should be, but no, there's not.
There should be. Listen to you. Man, you sound like a leftist right now.
No.
Oh, boy.
All about liberties.
Wow.
Get your liberties.
Talking about
that line?
Hold on, there's that line once again.
Well, this dude,
talking about.
He jumps across that line when it comes to politics.
It's almost like the Merrimack. He jumps across the Merrimack.
Oh, speaking of which, Jim, we're really glad you're okay.
Yeah, you're below.
You got seen by the doctor, Dr. Sam Page.
Yeah, that one.
He must have told you just don't cross the Merrimack. Because you were supposed to be on the show last week.
That guy, number one. Never mind.
The doctor.
The doctor.
The good doctor.
That guy.
Hey, I'm not going to lie to you. When I walked in and really saw Jim here already,
You got to step back out. And make sure.
Wait, hold on. You know what? I was home. I was just telling these guys a little bit ago. I'm in my time of the year to where I got to go back and start and rewatch Last Chance U. And so I'm laying there today, just started second season, and Zach's escapade going down to the baseline reminded me of the coach from East Mississippi when he went flying all the way out to the numbers to call timeout because the spot was wrong. I'm thinking, oh my God, that's Buddy Stevens going down the end of the baseline. I'm just like, that's what I put. What time is everybody getting there? I'm bored.
Yeah.
Well, and then Kevin's like, you come watch fourth grade softball.
Yeah, that was a nice 15-15 tie.
Well, that's why
I didn't make it over there.
Well, I got here at 7:40, and I was pulling through the parking lot, and there's Craig Nockey and Rickerman So that took me 8-9 minutes to get to my parking spot. So I talked to Rickerman and talked a little official stuff a little bit, and then they were still doing softball when I came in.
Well, I tell you what, talking about the officials, a really cool thing that Pat Burns watches the show every now and then, and they were up in Minnesota for club volleyball this weekend. But
he goes everywhere for club volleyball.
Yes, he is. He's all over the place.
But this past weekend, they, the St. Louis Officials Association did a training at the Lindenwood team camp, which was terrific. I mean, it really gave the younger officials an opportunity. Some of the older officials were there evaluating. And, it's really cool to see that piece of it. And plus, too, we do get, like I said, a lot of those guys know you guys. They know me. They'll watch. Well, no, they actually enjoy the show. They
really
won't
ever tell us.
They won't tell us, but they actually enjoy the show.
They can't tell us.
The question is do they have their own drinking game for things that we say? It's like, he did it.
We'll have to check with Langhauser on that one,
Anytime
Riley.
we mention officials, they take a shot.
Well, they'd be wasted.
Oh, man.
There's a couple episodes they would have been in trouble. The
official
episode.
Because it was the official episode.
Which we are going
Officially
to
official.
We are going to do that again.
The official episode?
Yeah, the official episode. And we are going to get Pat Burns to join us.
Oh, yeah. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, Pat, we're going to
Well,
do that.
you're talking about that Lindenwood one. When Dylan was playing AAU, they did that a lot at the St. Louis Center.
Yes.
Also, and you get to see a lot of the same refs that I see during the season. Kevin Marler's usually always at those things because I just saw him doing baseball too. So, he's really into the officiating stuff, and a bunch of those guys do that stuff. It's really cool watching the older guys teach them younger guys at those official camps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sorry.
You're fine.
No, I'm just trying to do three
I was
things.
waiting for Blair to start talking next.
And
then you could get the break.
It's the bottom of the hour, so he's getting ready to hit the music to tell us to
here
shut
in a little
up.
bit. So, Zach, go ahead and send us out to our first break if you
You
don't
are
mind.
watching the 150th episode of the Coach's Box. We will see you in a little bit.
I'm the latest hashtag challenge, and everyone on social media is trying me. I'm trending so hard that hashtag common sense can't keep up. This is gonna get tens and tens of views. But if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage, you could be left to pay for this yourself.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
Imagine an HVAC as unnoticeable as the air itself. Sounds pretty good, huh? The new Daikin Fit. Air intelligence.
Give Home by SMCI a call today at 636-337-4444 or email them at service@homebysmci.com.
For 24 years, really enjoyed being a basketball coach. When I retired from coaching, I decided that I wanted to get back into the media world. I look at it from more of a coach's point of view. I love to showcase guests. I love to tell their stories, not just locally, regionally, but nationally as well. Joe Namath, Kurt Warner, Patrick Healy, Peyton Smith. Not just talk about their accolades, but what they have given back to the game, what they've given back as leaders in their community. And I want people to be able to listen to my show and to be able to take that into their lives. They're going to be able to live their life like a champion. That's a show right there that I feel like is worth listening to.
And we welcome you back to St. Pius for the 150th episode of the Coach's Box here on Off the Rails.
We're getting in Criminal Minds territory
we are.
in terms of episodes.
Oh my gosh, shut up. If for anybody who doesn't know,
that was the curriculum that I had to give him when he subbed for me.
Yeah,
You know?
it's like, so what are we doing? What am I doing with the kids? I got to cover your class. Oh, just putting Criminal Minds.
That's all he knows how to do. Press play.
You're
right?
really wow. That's all I know how to do.
You should have just said log into your Disney. Disney Plus
and let her go. That's cute.
ESPN. Boom.
Who? What? How many things can you legally teach kids?
Oh man,
legally. Not the other stuff.
Disney Plus.
That's why I thought. Oh, okay, yeah.
You gotta admit, you remember those days when the instructor would be rolling the card in. You're like,
yes! Let's go.
Unless it was something there was a quiz over. It's like, oh man.
Hey,
unless you were that teacher that at some point we're gonna have a quiz over this, knowing full well you were never going to give a quiz over that.
You picked up on it after like maybe the first time they said that. It's like, you can't pull.
There's teachers that do that.
Hey, all right. Listen to me. We're going to take a quiz over this.
Make sure you're writing stuff down.
You watched a video.
This will be
false.
Yeah, that's it.
This will be on the test.
Yes, you win.
This will be on the test.
It was about what type of history?
What's your teacher's last name?
That's what
spelling counts.
What
Spelling
sport does your teacher coach?
Is the tea hot or cold? It's hot. Nobody gets Celebrity Jeopardy references. All right.
So am I bringing us into our first topic?
Yes, Jim. You bring us.
We're
professional.
we have topics.
40 minutes into it, we're getting to the first topic.
38.
No, because we've already started talking about it.
We're 40 minutes
We've
in.
already started talking about it.
Kind of.
Hey, Bowtie Boy, were you going to do something downtown and make this team any better?
Everybody looks at each other and goes,
golly. I mean, I guess I was telling these guys, I can't even watch a game anymore because it's brutal to watch.
Well, they're down like 5-2 right now.
Yeah. And, once again, everybody's now talking about, are the Cardinals going to be buyers or are they going to be sellers?
Gotta be sellers.
Sell.
I think I agree with you, and you said it a minute ago, Jason. Goldie's gone. Somebody is going to go. Whether it's, I don't think it's going to be Arenado.
He makes too much money.
Yeah.
Well, and you get rid. This sound crazy, but you get rid of Goldie. You have some options to put it first.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Jordan Walker, probably.
No,
probably.
Yeah. He's a big man.
Yeah,
and he's an infielder. He's playing in the outfield and looks god awful. I was thinking either him or Gorman.
right now, the way if there's
Gorman.
any bright spot, it's Gorman.
Oh.
Without a doubt. If there's any bright spot on this team in that batting order, it's Gorman.
He's
well,
gonna
and
be,
goal.
he's-
I mean,
he's-
besides
yeah,
Goldie.
yeah.
but Gorman's going to be the only All-Star on the roster. I don't even think
without
Goldie-
a doubt.
I don't think being a last place team, they're not getting.
You're only
two
getting
All-Stars.
one.
You're only getting one, and it's going to be Gorman.
Well, he's at second base on the ballot.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
they also have Donovan as an outfielder on the
Yes.
ballot.
And they have Edmund as outfielder.
On the ballot. So
Well, he plays the outfield. He plays the infield.
I will say this: he's not a bad outfielder.
He's a
Edmund
baseball
isn't.
player.
He's a ball player.
He's just
Yeah, a
He's
ball
a ball
player,
player.
but at the same time, it's like
Our problem-
you can't
but
win
our-
like that.
well,
the
and our
problem
pro-
is he's your best outfielder.
Well,
That's our problem.
That is a problem.
our problem is
If that's the case, you're exactly right. That is a problem.
We got a
Big
lot
time.
of ball players, but we don't have like
Stud.
yeah. We just don't have.
Get a dude.
But and we don't.
You know why?
And our
Because that
pit-
costs money.
and our pitching is just lousy.
Oh, the pitching's terrible.
Hey, who's pitching tonight? Who started?
That would be Jack.
Oh, he's a.
he's a
great.
goner. Get him out.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, family show, bro.
I said if you stop.
That's why Facebook kicked him off on the commercial.
My commercial.
Oh, that's that guy who cusses all the time.
There was no curse word that came out of my mouth just then. I
Nope.
wanted to, but get Jack out. Gone. Bye.
So you guys say,
Don't care.
So instead of having Jack on,
What are we gonna have, Blair? Blair, what are we gonna have? Where's Jack and what's happening?
did Jack get beat?
Wow.
That was that I've never
Didn't get beat off. I tell you that.
There it is.
I never laughed and cried so much on the show as that night. I don't think.
I don't know. The other night,
Oh no.
when Coach Davis said he had both hands in, had to pull out.
the teabag episode.
Teabag might be
Very
good.
good. Very good. Very
Yeah,
good.
that one was a lot of laughs too.
Stevie Wonder was
The Zoom episode may be the best one.
You guys remember that, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I was in my basement. Exactly.
He remembers waking up in his basement.
Still talking to the laptop in the morning.
Talking to the hole in the ceiling, right?
There was no hole then.
Well, what about when there was?
But when there was a different producer, and my wife wanted to kill him.
Yeah,
Everybody knew about it, too.
Yeah, everybody
Hey,
knew
look
about
at
that
Jason's hole in his ceiling.
Yeah, that's what happens when a pipe breaks. Excuse me.
It just shows you
You
should
didn't
have
have
fixed
to.
it.
Well, my lord, I'm opening my house to the show for free. Not even for a meal ever.
Wait, you didn't
Or maybe even a beer.
You didn't.
Or may even get called on your way home about paying a tab that you didn't even know was there.
So Jason,
Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Jarvis has just been officially cranked up. Here we go.
I didn't earn a dime.
man, you kind of seem triggered, Jason.
That was a trigger. I let it go. You know what? I had that built up for a minute. That was good. I feel excellent now.
See, and what people don't realize is this is like therapy for us.
It's cathartic.
Yeah, it's very, very cathartic.
Cathartic.
I'm thinking it's after hours. Is the way it's cathartic.
That's true.
That is true.
But we acquiesce.
Start with that
So back to accounts in life with the
Cardinals?
He's reading the dictionary. I also like to break a mental sweat.
Speaking of sweat, it's hot and haze in here.
oh my,
stupid
well, we can't turn the air conditioner
Last time
on.
the air was so cold, I was like,
I almost wore a sweatshirt tonight because I was like, it's going to be freezing in here.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Sorry.
We don't turn the ACs on in the summer in here.
Well, it was on last week.
It was on until 5 minutes before the show.
That's right. Then I turned it off. Oh.
He goes,
that,
going through the microphones. There's so many
care.
microphones.
hey,
Jarvis is like, I don't care.
Jarvis is turning it on.
Stop me. That's what he's saying. Stop me.
Hey, what's really funny is you're talking smack, Jim. You got to be here more than like 5 episodes to be able to say that to me. Okay.
5? That would be giving him a credit. He ain't been here 5. There ain't no way he's been on here 5 times except
Yeah.
when he was a special guest, maybe.
If he was here for 5 times in a row, we might have to pay him.
Oh.
No.
Well, this is a free show.
Oh,
Yes.
free.
Oh.
It's always been for
Not
free.
only free, is
We
it
bring free value.
If
Great
you look,
value.
wait a minute.
Great value.
I'm gonna retract my statement because if you look at my
GFE.
bank statement, it has La Pachanga all over it.
Wednesdays and Thursdays, Jason. Why are you always going to La Pachanga?
Dude, and some of those nights,
Some of
the whole family would come in. I'd be like, babe.
We just want to watch your show.
Just get some queso.
You get chips,
That's
salsa,
it.
and a soda or a water.
It was still $78.
That had nothing to do with the food.
The after hours.
It's like, Joel, I didn't realize you raised your prices on the food.
Man, their food really got expensive after,
food was
after
free,
7 or 8 of those foods.
Hey, your food was free,
I thought
Coach.
the
I don't know what
chips.
you're talking about.
No, I thought the chips were free.
Oops. So I don't know what they're going to do. Going back to it again. I don't know. I somebody's going to get fired. I vote it's Gersh.
Oh, I
Gersh
know.
is getting fired.
Oh, we're really going to
Only
make
the guy nobody knows. Who's that guy? He's Gersh.
breaking news: Cardinals fire Michael Gersh.
Yeah, I mean,
What do you-
because
is that
they're
his
not
first
going to get
name?
rid of Mozeliak.
Is that his first name?
Yes,
I
it
got
is.
it right.
Yes.
Yes, Michael Gersh.
Yeah, I thought it was Michael.
They're not going to get rid of Mozeliak. And Gersh is the fall guy. I still think that if they're going to try and salvage anything, they're waiting till the All-Star break, and that's when they'll fire Marmol.
Are people still coming to the stadium?
They are,
Are people still,
Unfortunately, yes.
Are people still coming to
Well,
Ballpark Village?
There hasn't
They're
been-
not salvaging anything because they're just seeing dollar signs.
the
and they're-
numbers.
What do they need to salvage?
They are down. They're down.
They're definitely down.
And but they're gonna. But you know how they're. But they're gonna do exact. I listen. I listen to one-on-one once in a while, and they're gonna do what they have to do to get the $3 million. They're gonna start selling the $6 tickets and all that. So hey, we still had our $3 million. Shut up.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? Until people are gonna be like me and Zach and not go unless it's free.
Right.
And as long as you idiots, I'm sorry. I'm just saying,
if
you
you're
can
right
take
now-
this however you want. As long as you idiots keep paying the money to watch this crap, they're going to keep doing it.
You're only going to go on the nights that you're supposed to go on. Remember the Friday? You're
Stay on
supposed
my
to go on a
camera.
Friday night, and the game was on Saturday night.
well,
and
that happens.
You won't
No,
take no
I-
free tickets.
They were free tickets, but someone used them. Miller did.
But I'm right there with you. I will not go watch them play. Number one, because of the product on the field. But number two, with everything else going on around the downtown St. Louis area, which is just an absolute 3-ring circus. But if this is the first year in the 19 years that I've lived here, this is the first year that I've really seen the fans start to really go absolutely off the deep end.
I've never heard them boo.
Oh yeah,
Multiple times. I
Yeah.
mean, once or twice here and there, but I've never heard them boo like multiple times.
and you know what, Bernie Miklasz, I mean, that story he did on Scoops with Danny Mac was spot on.
Oh yeah, it was.
Drilled it. I mean, absolutely. I mean, he
Unlike Mac Schuette's take on our hats, but yes.
What's his take on? I didn't see.
Oh, he ranked our hats. He ranked mine last. This is my.
Where was mine ranked
This is
at?
my favorite Herky hat, by the way, and he ranked it last. He ranked Blair's ugly hat before mine. And Powers, you were number 1 PGA.
Yeah,
right.
Shooty has a bias. It's the soccer bias.
And you say who's second?
First and second, right there.
Shocking.
Yeah, they're both golf. We're
Yeah.
second.
It is Pious Golf. It's on this side.
Yeah.
Pious Golf.
but still,
Oh god, that makes it even worse.
And his was fourth because pious.
Pious. I know. You know.
I don't-
We
I-
know how these private school guys stick together.
oh boy,
I mean, we are way outnumbered.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
but there is no advantage. Just go up to Principia and check out that no advantage to be in a private school.
that $2 million play toy that they've got now called a
Holy
new facility.
The crap that gym.
It's the best. It's the best facility.
Taj Mahal.
It's the best high school gym
Ugh.
Wait for it. Wait for
on
it.
this side of the state. I think there's a couple others that may rank it like down in Springfield, and maybe one or two out in Kansas City. But there's nothing like what's going on at Principia with the new facility right
That
now.
is phenomenal.
Well, it is a national
It's
school.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like,
It's
they're
private.
they got a 25-mile radius. I mean, they're getting kids nationally.
I know there's no advantage.
They got a 25 state radius. So
The thing about it, like you walk into the
It's
place
beautiful.
and you're
Oh,
just
it's
like,
phenomenal.
Holy cow! Then you go downstairs and you look into the left and you got this big field house with 3 gyms in it, or 3 courts in it that are perfect.
And with the
size.
track around it,
Yeah, the outside
and then a
indoor
track up top, and wow.
And
Yeah.
each sport has their own actual locker room with beautiful lockers. They gave us a tour. Me and Coach Caston went in there, and they gave us a tour of the building. And so they got every locker room has its own Bluetooth capability, so you can Bluetooth with your own music in your own room.
Or you can have them all in the same.
They can be all.
I mean,
you can,
there's so much. The clock is in your locker room, so like, which Valley Park had that, which was pretty cool. When you're in the locker room, you can see how much time you have left, so you know how long you can go off.
I never went off on a kid in the locker room.
Right.
Nope, not even this year. Nope.
But I mean, it's
awesome.
It's the best facility I've been in.
Well, yeah, it's good. Somebody had to pay for it. Got done.
You gonna go play up there this year?
Maybe.
Dude, it's
we
put 'em on the
were
schedule.
my kids were, I want to say, either
Go
the
ahead.
first or second group to play in it when they finally got all the permits and everything back in February or late January. We were either the boys played a game first or it was us. I can't remember which one it was, but my kids were like, "Oh my god, wow!" And it's impressive. It really truly is.
Kind of curious
I know
to
that
see
was-
what Snow Valley looks like when they run it up there.
What's that?
Snow Valley.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That'd be cool to go watch and see that.
Oh, without a doubt.
So
without a
No,
doubt.
I know that was totally off the Cardinal subject. Sorry, but
no, shocker that you would change the subject. It's something we're talking about.
You
and
know
then
why I
going-
changed the Cardinal subject?
Because
it's
it makes,
sickening.
because it makes you sad.
He's about to get
Well, it
triggered
makes me
again.
Wait,
sad.
let's bring up some more stuff that makes. I almost
Well,
said a
I
bad
was
word.
just gonna say
that
this.
makes Jason
No,
sad.
I was gonna
how
say
about
it.
the how about
No,
the
let me
Denver
do it.
Nuggets?
Well-
How about that, Jason?
That's awful to like that. But
Hey,
you know what?
at
You know
least
what?
it wasn't the freaking Lakers.
Hold on, did you see Jokic last night? That picture that's circulating around social
And
media.
he wanted to go home.
He wanted to go. He's standing there in his uniform.
He goes, "No."
Doesn't even have the goggles on. He's holding an adult beverage,
beer.
and he's got this scowl on his face, like, "Get me the heck out of here! I want to go." But then you got him, and then you got one of the other guys. I forget what his name was, but he like disappeared for a half hour. He was literally in his uniform shorts, tennis shoes. He went running down
That's
a block
Gordon.
and a half.
That was Gordon. Yeah.
Ran down a block and a half and partied with the fans for
Aaron
30
Gordon.
minutes and then came back.
Yep.
No,
That's awesome. I love
listen.
that.
I like a lot of the players on Denver, but I can never, ever, with anything in my being, root for Stan
Kroenke.
Blanken Kroenke.
It's like Bucky freaking Den over here.
I agree.
How about this?
But I
though?
will say, if this was Denver, at least our baseball team would be competitive because the dude would spend some money.
Yeah, true.
Because we sure as hell ain't spending any here.
I don't get that.
But I hate
And-
Kroenke.
I hate Kroenke too, but I don't get why the DeWitts will not spend any money. They're making money hand over fist at Ballpark Village.
Dude, and the other stuff they added on there recently, that place is bad.
ridiculous.
Well, they are spending. It's not like they're
Well,
the
where are they
30th.
spending on, Zach?
The
Bad
stuff sur-
pitching.
well,
Look at
Or
you're gonna
just get a
bad
pitcher.
pitching. Bad pitching. Look at Matz's contract.
Oh, yeah.
Look at Michaelis' contract.
so
Go
okay,
over the
okay,
years.
so that all boils down to one person.
Yeah.
Gersh. He's the general manager.
Right.
That's his-
The way
that's
you
his
guys
job.
are laughing is what other GMs do
No,
when
without a
he
doubt.
calls them because
Hey, just
we want to
wait,
talk to Mo.
just- yeah,
Well,
just
that's what
call
Mo-
me.
Hey,
have
wait,
Mo-
wait. Let
have
me
Mo
let-
call me back.
Hey, it's like when you're on the phone. It's like, hey, let me talk to your dad. Wait, what are you doing? Answer the phone.
You guys
Talk
remember
to
the
your
movie
dad.
Draft Day?
Let me talk to the real
Yeah.
Coach Miller.
Remember the movie
Coach
Draft
Miller.
Day?
Yes.
Yeah, when the
The young GM when
Yeah.
Cosner wants to make the trade to get-
Carson.
Carson, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Gersh looks like. What should I do? What should I do? I don't know what to do. It's just
I mean, this
Look.
all boils down to
All you have,
John.
No, all you have to do is be patient. Okay.
well, it's between pitching and I'll say, and outfield, talent evaluation is a major issue because outfield they.
Hey, how's Garcia
O'Neill?
doing? How's
Yes.
Who said it earlier?
Arozarena.
When Jeffrey Lunau left to go to Houston,
it's when it went downhill.
It's spiraled down. It hasn't gone. It is spiraled downhill.
Probably,
What are you talking
it's
about,
turned out
Randy
to be-
Flores?
It's turned out to be the worst trade in recent baseball history. Is I think the one for was it Ozuna that sent Alcantara and Gallen.
And look what those guys are doing right now.
To Miami, two of the best pitchers in the league at one point. No, it was talent evaluation.
Well,
because we got a Gold Glove left fielder.
Everybody can sit here and talk about Arozarena and what he's doing, and I get it. Hindsight's 20/20. We didn't give him enough at bats. Nobody knew that he was going to be some kind of stud, and because other. What?
I don't know.
Oh, he said he could play a little bit.
Carricker in the morning was always talking about bringing him up.
I'm just saying, it's not like he was it's not like just saying that he is a can't miss. Why are we getting rid of this guy? Everybody's mad because we traded Martinez in that trade, not because we traded the guy who was recording, Schilt going off in the locker room, during the champagne party.
Well, that's all it was.
And
that's exactly.
But he was a throw-in player. He was the throw-in player.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was like, okay, because we're trading Martinez for this prospect.
Yes.
And we'll throw in this guy too.
Well, we traded Garcia too.
But let's be real here. There are guys like that all the time in baseball.
It
it's like hell, you throw it. Yeah, they do.
And Garcia was just a trade to get him off the 40-man, wasn't it?
Right.
Yes, because
to clear a space on the 40-man.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. And
He's
it
only
just
got 17 dongs.
yeah. What?
17 dongs. You said home runs, dongs, whatever. Hey, you better watch it. You got Blair. You got Blair all excited. You may beat it.
I put a hand on your shoulder.
Look at how red Blair's face is right now.
Man,
dang.
Golly.
I just was watching Chris's reaction when you said that. He was like, should I ask him to say that again?
What are you talking about? I just wanted clarification.
Would dingers be better?
You got to put slam-a-lama.
Slam-a-lama ding-dongs?
Yeah.
You can't say ding-dong Johnsons?
Once.
No, I mean, there's plenty of guys who say that.
Yeah.
Chris Duncan did.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Duncan was great.
Yeah, he was. Missed him.
Well, I
I
mean,
miss his dad really bad.
well, you go back to the NBA and you talk about the Denver winning. Have they changed basketball? I mean,
As far as what?
As far as, hey, we're bringing back the big man and we're bringing back big rosters.
Hey, can you guys have a sidebar some
Yeah.
other time? We're trying to have a professional show here.
We are having a we're
GFV.
No, we are getting show topic suggestions.
That's great.
From the Peanut
Gosh.
Gallery.
Well, they could comment on the show. I mean, watch it and they comment.
Well, they didn't want people to know they watch it.
Oh, that's closet guys.
So is it
Burner accounts.
Speaking of that, Bruce Valroy has now defeated on the girls' sides Riley Blair,
Oh boy.
Aaron Portell, and who was it? There was three of you. That he was on the girls' side of the
And he beat Tim Winkler.
Tim Winkler. So he is 3-0 against those guys.
He had to coach the girls last night.
last night.
In league night.
So he
was-
said, I am 3-0. He goes, I am 1-0 of the great Riley Blair. And he just listed all the people he beat that night as assistant girls coach.
yes.
Oh, by the way, the score is now 9-2.
Wonderful.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Bailey homered.
He's gone.
Wow.
Somebody's getting axed
No,
this
they're
week.
not.
No.
This week.
DeWitt is
No.
wuss.
It'll
No,
happen.
got to be patient.
DeWitt probably doesn't
I
even know the
think-
team's record.
True. I really think they're trying to hold on to all hope that they can get through the next 3.5 weeks to the All-Star break.
And do what?
Listen,
and then
Hold on, hope to what?
in 3.5 weeks, DeWitt's going to go to Mo and for his bi-season check-in and go, hey, so how we doing? Oh crap, we're in dead last. Didn't even know.
Yeah.
He wouldn't know.
No.
Yeah, we got
It's almost
uniforms and everything. It's real
almost
great.
like it's almost like in
He's at the
Moneyball.
games.
No, it's almost like in Moneyball. Brad Pitt, when it walks in with him and to Steve Schott goes, we're feeling really confident about what we're going on here. By the All-Star break, Yeah, you ain't going to be that way by the All-Star break, guys.
No.
DeWitt's like the owner from Rookie of the Year.
I think the biggest problem with Mozeliak is this: he is so arrogant, and I'm this, I'm that, and he hasn't had a losing season since he's been general manager. He's won a World Series. He had a team that went to another, and it really wasn't his team. That's Jocketty's team.
Yeah.
Okay. Now he's made some good moves, but. Think about it's like, what have you done for me lately? He hasn't done anything
about all
lately.
the bad moves he's done too.
But I know, but at the same time, but like think about it though. He's got this cloud, and it's the card. Oh, look at all this stuff that we've done, and da da da. He's to the point now where it's like he feels like he's untouchable. He feels like he knows more than everybody else.
It's not his top end talent evaluation. Anybody could judge top end talent.
Sure.
It's his fringe and roster filling talent evaluation that has come back to really bite this team in the butt.
First off, you don't go and get the guy who has sucked complete ass as a pitcher to be the director of your scouting and talent evaluator or whatever. Randy Flores, awful, absolutely terrible. Could be a great guy. I have no idea, but he sucked as a player. I'm sure he sucks from what I'm seeing on the field. I just. And Shooty, we'll give him a shout out.
Yeah, I was just going to say
one of the originals here. Until DeWitt fires Mo, this is as good as the team will be. 100,000%,
without a doubt. I'll agree 100%.
If the team is ever any better in this iteration of the team, it will be in spite of Mo and DeWitt. What they do.
What they'll have to do is they'll have to have a cardboard cutout from
Major League.
I was about to say that. The one thing this team could probably use.
Peel a section.
Yeah. One thing this team probably could make them better is somebody in the dugout that refuses to listen to Mo.
Well, they're not,
or Gersher.
They're not
doing
that.
They're
all Jordan Walker.
They're not going to fire. They're not going to fire Ollie because no, they're not. How many guys can John fire? How many can Mo fire?
3. At what point? What's the common denominator?
What GM has ever gotten to hire 4 managers?
That's what I'm saying. It can't be.
Steinbrenner.
No, I'm not.
That's why
it can't be the manager.
I think
the manager's fault here.
Oh wait, have you watched him?
Oh no!
It's gonna be.
it's gonna be
Mo and Ollie.
Some of those moves that they've made.
I know, but what I'm saying is the person that hired them is the reason that they're in and that's what it's not. Schultz should have stayed. I said it when they got rid of him. I said, "What are we doing?"
Yeah.
But he was not a yes man. That guy bled Cardinal red.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just.
That's why I think they're both going to go out together.
No way.
They're going to get Mo and Ollie together.
And we just mentioned Tim Winkler. He just chimed in.
Oh, what do you have to say?
The big names that Mo has traded for the other team who's looking to get rid of them. And would this just be like anything else? Any of us could have made those trades.
Well, I mean, I would on MLB The Show. I mean,
absolutely, I would.
Well, some of those deals wouldn't have been made on MLB The Show. The Arenado deal, they would have said, "Are you nuts? We're not doing that."
That's the best trade he's ever made.
Yeah,
the best trade because he basically
won.
I know we're talking about one.
We're talking one in how many years?
I'll tell you.
I mean, he's had others.
The Goldschmidt deal wasn't bad.
Yeah. Okay, and I get it. The other one was when he traded Alan Craig for John Lackey.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Okay, yeah.
Because Craig was done
and Lackey
gave us
helped
helped us win 100 games that year and then lose to the Cubs.
We need someone like John Lackey in the dugout somewhere.
Oh, we need
someone
like
Chris Carpenter, baby.
That's what I said. That's what we said.
Wait, why can't you get it? What you said? You can't? How many guys can they fire? That's number one. Yeah. That's why you have all these guys in AAA who are supposed to be managing. I can go call up Matt Holliday, Chris Carpenter, and I can get a manager and a pitching coach right there and just say, listen, here's a fat stack of cash. Come in here, fix this, make these guys tough, and so they're not a bunch of wusses, and let's go. Let's go. Done.
You just mentioned a name, Matt Holliday. Do you think he maybe saw the tea leaves?
Well, they
read the writing on the wall and was like, I don't want to be a part of that.
I don't know. He was on 101 the other day,
I was listening to that.
Straight up said it had nothing to do with that.
Of course he's going to say that. He's got a red jacket, man. I was like, I can get in the games for free.
What he said at one point is while he was still the hitting coach, Jackson, his son, had called him at one point from wherever he was at in the minor leagues and said, "Hey, I'm struggling. Can you help me out?
Yeah.
Can you be out here Monday?" And he goes, or how soon can you get out here?
Right.
And then it was like on a Saturday, and then Holiday flew to wherever they were at Monday. Mm-hmm. It was an off day, and then he got to have a BP session with his son and realized that's kind of what he wanted to do with his son. And he's got another son that is an MLB prospect.
Oh,
as
he's
well.
the other son's going to be drafted in the first round as well.
Yeah,
easily. But
So-
I agree with that. I know that's sort
that's
of,
also that's probably there's probably another part of it was is maybe there was a couple of
Exactly.
meetings.
There
a
might have
couple
been
of
another
things.
part of it, but I don't know. It's such a mess.
Well, you have to think about what's
a
my
disaster.
phrase is the juice worth the squeeze, and he probably looked at it as
great phrase that I've been using lately.
You know, again, you want to balance. I mean, do I want to balance this headache, or do I want to go help out the family? That's a no-brainer.
Family
well, yeah,
first.
he's got
family first.
He's got two studs as kids.
wow.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, they can play. Riley, go ahead and send us to break, and then when we come back, we'll talk some more stuff.
All right. Well, you're watching the episode 150 of the Coach's Box. We'll be right back.
I'm the latest hashtag challenge, and everyone on social media is trying me. I'm trending so hard that hashtag common sense can't keep up. This is gonna get tens and tens of views. But if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage, you could be left to pay for this yourself.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
Imagine an HVAC as unnoticeable as the air itself. Sounds pretty good, huh? The new Daikin Fit. Air intelligence.
Give Home by SMCI a call today at 636-337-4444 or email them at service@homebysmci.com.
For 24 years, really enjoyed being a basketball coach. When I retired from coaching, I decided that I wanted to get back into the media world. I look at it from more of a coach's point of view. I love to showcase guests. I love to tell their stories, not just locally and regionally, but nationally as well. Joe Namath, Kurt Warner, Patrick Ewing, Katie Smith. Not just talk about their accolades, but what they have given back to the game, what they've given back as leaders in their community. And I want people to be able to listen to my show and to be able to take that into their life. They're going to be able to live their life like a champion. That's a show right there that I feel like is worth listening to.
This has to go for cash. And he drills it
Hey, welcome back to the 150.
Okay, you might as well say, "Hey, you guys."
That's coming from somebody that's hardly ever on the show right there. Welcome back.
Hey, what's the matter? Your own pious brethren forget throwing you under the bus.
Forget this. We're going to talk soccer.
No, mute. Press the red button, mute him.
You're on the same one as him.
Oh, well, I don't care.
But there is going to be a World Cup preview with Coach Holly and myself coming up here in the next couple weeks. To talk
I'll
about
believe
the
that
USA
when I
women.
see it.
Yeah, I will too.
I believe it when I see it.
We're going to make Chris produce it for us.
Oh, is it?
While we're doing it.
Is that who's going to produce your show?
I'll be listening to Sesame
Are you
Street
sure that's who's gonna
episodes
produce your
on
show?
headphones before I
No, it's probably going to end up. Me and Kevin are going to do it via Zoom, sent to him, and then I have no idea what's going to end up with that thing.
It's going to be the opening session.
Then it might happen because
and then the end.
That might not be a good idea because if you send him something, he may edit it into whatever he wants it to say, which could not be good.
now I might agree that it might happen because neither one of them are going to actually have to show up here. So maybe the show will happen. Maybe they will get to talk that word.
Now, listen, hey, there's a lot of podcasts, Jason, if you pay attention to some of these, that they do all their stuff on Zoom. We actually have an in-house, podcast.
Our production value.
No, it's off the
value.
charts. It's great freaking value.
It's good.
Hey, how do you think? How do you guys think me and Chris do the on the move with the Caravan preview show? Zoom.
I know because we know you can't show up. You're up there with Danny Mac and stuff.
Good save. Good save.
I mean, you're only allowed like one, I think, before they actually
Before
say,
the FCC kicks my commercial
I'll
off.
be here next week.
Hey, I won't say it. We're on Facebook right now.
I'll be here next week.
bets.
I'll be here next week.
How much money I got? Hold on.
Hey, the internet's forever, Jim.
Breaking news.
Now,
Jarvis getting his
What do you got there, Jarvis? What do you got there?
I got 20 and says
was
you're
that
not.
20?
I got 20 and we're broke, and I got 20. You cannot make it 2 weeks in a row.
be
Ain't
here
no
next
way
week.
in hell. Hell's going to freeze over.
I will be here next
He
week.
will be a Stan Kroenke fan. when he shows 2 weeks.
wait a minute. Wait.
That's
wait.
a low
Hold on.
blow.
If I show
Wait.
up next week, he has to wear either a Nuggets t-shirt, an Avalanche shirt, or a Rams shirt.
Now,
No, wait. I threw money.
better,
I ain't
better.
agreeing to that crap.
Arsenal
An
shirt.
Arsenal shirt.
You got to wear an
yes.
Arsenal shirt if he shows up next week for
wait a
2 in
minute.
row.
Wait, listen. I want you to understand. Jason said he would rather do a money bet than wear a shirt.
He'd rather give $20 away than wear some shirt.
If I lose, I would rather give up $20.
But you know
wear
somebody
that
else is
shirt.
jumping in on this action.
No, because I
wait.
hate Stan Kroenke.
No. Jim, I love you, man, but I mean, I'm really tempted. I'm really tempted to go
I'll
with
be
that.
here next week.
I don't know. man.
Via Zoom. man?
No.
In person.
In person.
Ain't no way in hell.
I'll be here next week.
Man,
He must already know he ain't got crap to do next week.
he's already checked his schedule.
Probably his dead week.
We need
or
to do a
something.
Thursday then.
Why?
Why?
Isn't that PGA? Isn't that the Open Thursday?
U.S. Open.
Yeah.
But not at night.
No, because I'll bring my iPad and I'll put DirecTV on the iPad right here in front of me.
Guys, they don't play golf at night.
Yeah, they do. It's the West Coast. The last tee time
never
is
mind. Yeah, it's
5
the West
o'clock
Coast.
Central Time.
I'm sorry. Oh, whatever. Like I care.
Man, he's fired up over
No,
there.
I
by the
started
way,
talking about
I was-
golf and soccer. And
I was,
like,
I
"Oh,
was
what'd you
telling
do?"
these guys for him next week.
There ain't no way.
Somebody else just said it took you 150 episodes, but you guys finally went off the rails.
What shows did they watch?
Did they watch? They watched 149, and then
No, they watched the first one and
One through like 60. I
the
think.
Zoom episodes at the beginning. And oh my gosh, what are you guys?
I don't know.
Why are you pulling that beer out on the show, Chris?
Me and Blair put on a great Zoom show. I don't know what y'all are doing.
True statement.
Great.
Man,
Great
I just
value.
cried.
No.
What?
Don't.
See, my phone is dead. This sucks.
Good.
You're gonna get
Tim,
on
we love you, brother. Thank you very much, but we are not going to
What
mention
the absolute hell is he talking about?
We are not
wanna
mentioning
know.
that.
Is this an after hours?
Yes.
It's one of those that might need to be flagged.
Wow, it must be like my commercial. I'm still upset about it.
I can tell.
I know you are.
You keep bringing it up.
My God, I just cried.
All right, I'm going to ask you guys this. We'll ask the OG3 first.
Oh, crap.
149 episodes before tonight.
Okay.
What favorite episode?
Boy, that's hard.
Before tonight.
Man, I don't know. I enjoyed having Coach Davis on because you work for him and people don't really know that side of him, and then they get to see that. And he said it again. He goes, "When are you guys doing the show again?" I'm like, "What? You want it back on?" "Oh, I wouldn't mind." I mean, it's like, well, after this show, we're going to probably sit one out for a little bit, and
I mean, there's a couple that
there's been some. Really good ones.
Jarvis is winning the bet because there's not going to be a 151.
That's not even right.
Hey, I just threw down the 20.
I mean,
not that I've ever thrown any dollar bills anywhere.
No.
Definitely not a 20.
Oh, hell no. I'm cheap.
Where would you throw bills at, Jason?
Route 3.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, boy.
Great River Road?
Yeah.
Illinois?
Well, yeah, go to the Grizzlies game, and I got to use some dollar bills to get some sodas and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have lots of glitter there, the Grizzlies, don't they?
A lot of fluorescent lights over there, too.
It's open late.
That's what I hear.
That's what I hear.
That's what I've been told.
Never been.
Get your cinnamon fix.
Oh, my God.
Chocolate.
Candy fix.
Yeah. Candy. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. There's been a lot of really, really good episodes, I think.
I'm
We've had a lot
not
of
going to
fun.
lie to you. I had a lot of fun on the official show.
Yeah, that was fun.
Because
That was a
I
really
said
good one.
official more than I've ever thought of an official or even been mad at an official. And that was one of my favorites. And still, it was just so out of the blue when he said what he said about what we had to do to Pius. And Blair's episode of Beat Off was pretty dang good.
Yeah.
No, we were doing trivia.
Oh, that's when.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to trivia. Because I kept just dominating you guys. And
I said, Jarvis, we're going to have to beat him off.
And I worked to you, me and Chris looked at each other for a minute before both of us. I just went, "Did he really say that?" And I really, the teabag one was good.
The teabag. I think Jason said the word teabag 12 times within a minute at one point. And then he was so angry at Zach because we were talking about
Which time?
quarterbacks and hit the quarterback, and so I can hit the quarterback and then teabag him and it's okay. And then
it's all about entertainment.
He was yelling in the middle of a restaurant, just yelling it so loud it was hilarious.
Sometimes Zach brings out the rage in me.
Somebody just asked, where is the trophy? Why don't you bring it back?
Well, it's at someone's house.
Oh. Can we get it?
I mean, if we did, it would
Those
have to be
goes.
like some kind of like
Covert
Black Op.
mission.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be Mission Impossible, dangle from the ceiling kind of crap.
I bet
maybe.
us six could figure it out.
I bet so.
No, we're pretty simple.
Yeah.
Told we're pretty simple. We don't know how to operate, equipment like that. And it's a lot of education.
Hey, just ask Blair. He knows how to operate equipment. Because he's set the show up so many times.
0.
What's your favorite show, Blair?
Yeah, you're not saying a whole lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Casper.
Wait, you got to pick the ones where you actually hear.
yes, that's true. That's true.
I thought our 100th was good too. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good.
I thought our first episode, for none of us having a clue what the heck we were doing, was pretty exciting because all of us really had different avenues we wanted to talk about, and we actually talked about totally opposite stuff of what we thought the show was going to be about.
Wait a minute. Isn't that about every time we show up here?
Well, true. But we didn't think
That's
this
episode
show,
1
this
through
was
150.
episode 1 was like...
Well, if you remember right, we started the show in the middle of the COVID shutdown. There's no
Because we were all
sports.
bored.
There's nothing to do. There's
God, we
no
were
sports.
bored. Yeah.
It was right at the beginning of the shutdown.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah. Basically, so we're doing
That
this.
following Friday.
It's like,
Yeah.
hey, why don't we just do an episode or just a coaches show where we just get together and talk, because there was nothing to do. Now, a lot of our first however many episodes revolved around COVID, what's going to happen, and all this. There's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of it. And then we had to do Zoom like this whole show. And when we went to Zoom, I'm like, okay, well, this is not going to last. And once we started to be able to get out and have, be together and have the show, it worked a lot better, because again, it was more of us being able to have the kind of conversation, interact with each other. And it's so hard to do that over Zoom. And again, talk about other podcasts. And there's some really, really good ones. But the fact that we're in person and being able to have these conversations in real time, sidebar conversations, we can take the camera off each other or whatever. And that adds to it. So
no delay,
no delay, nothing like that. So we're all in real time. We can hear it and hear each other and feed off each other's body language and things like that. And when we were able to start doing that again, it was like, okay, well, this is actually really, really fun. And I think that's where we started to get a little bit of a following, and people were like, okay, well, that's just different. And we do have a good cult following of people, I think, that always tune in for the show. Or if we're not going on a week, they're like, what are you guys doing taking a week off? Like, whoa, dude, just chill.
It'll be all right.
Watch Criminal Minds or something.
When we would... And
come back to that.
It is. What also makes it unique when we go on other places, we go to other places like La Pachanga, we may just pull someone right out of the restaurant,
like
and put
your
them,
daughter.
Yeah, my daughter, and said Pius sucks.
That was great.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was awesome.
I wanted to give her a high five because my son Dylan would have never
done that,
never, ever. And Jill was like, just straight, Pius sucks. I'm like, really, Jill? We got to play them like in a week. Like, I got home and I was like, are you serious?
Oh yeah,
like,
got mad at her.
I was not very happy about it because that's your posterized material.
Yep.
That's what you're talking
But
about.
I mean, we've had. I look forward to the show every week.
Agreed.
Yeah, I know, and you get mad when we don't have it.
He does.
Well, because
I know our group message is like, well,
the show must go on.
I don't know if we can have it. Everybody, Jason's just like,
dude,
fine, you guys do what you want, but whatever. And it's like this. Well, he's pissed.
no, okay. I will say this: I'm the one that gets that, but sometimes Blair will be texting me stuff that he won't say, and I'll say it.
That's a true statement.
That's a dang true statement.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Mr. Non-confrontational over here.
Listen here, you politician. You don't need a proxy to say what you need to say.
Well, sometimes I tend to say things anyway. And
We know.
But no, I do get mad when you guys when someone says some lame excuse, I just want to reach through the phone sometimes. I'm like, come on, dude.
Lame excuse.
Really? None of y'all got an 18-month or a 19-month.
That was a life choice, bro. Don't be throwing that back on.
It was an excellent life choice.
What do you always tell me? You had two.
You go one of two ways. You chose this way instead of this way.
I like
chose to be
this
a
way.
Janilf. I don't know what your problem is.
Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Well, never mind. But
I don't know.
I don't like it when we don't have a show.
Some of the other episodes where we've had guests on, I feel like sometimes we've got some good interaction from people outside of who'd normally watch us because of some of our guests, and I feel like sometimes doing that has helped grow our show, I think.
I think having Coach Valroy on a while back was
I didn't even think about that one.
That was a good one.
That was fun to watch.
That was what do we call that? A private school one? Wasn't that something?
No,
what was it?
Perryville Invasion.
Oh, Perryville Invasion.
Yes.
That was a
Perry
good
County
one.
Invasion.
That was
That's
a
right.
good one.
It was,
Dude,
Should have called it 32-4 or whatever it was.
We've had guests on that has fat farms, and you name it, they've got it.
And the dudes still get jobs.
Oh.
And that was somebody asked that in the chat group. What do you think about roads getting back? Dude can't
call him out.
He just can't. Well, yeah, I'm going to call him up.
He posted it on our page last week.
Last week.
He
posted it
just
when he got the
can't. He just can't get rid of the coaching bug.
And why
that's
not?
what you do.
If you love what you do, and that's
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, you got to be crazy to be a coach, and I think we're all relatively crazy.
Well, if you watch the show,
Or
if
an
you watch the
athletic
last
director.
20 some odd minutes, you definitely know. So from us, that's ours. But what about the rest of you guys? What's your favorite?
I loved a lot of the different commercials that we did. So the one
We used to do a lot of really
the
good
one
ones.
with Ethan when we did the referee.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. The one
The NCAA one was
Chris that we did.
priceless.
That was a good one.
The one with
right. Hey, when I
Jarvis
broke
and
into
Blair
his,
breaking into his office.
when he broke into his office.
I mean, that was my favorite. To be honest with you, I thought that was a pretty good.
There
one.
was nothing in that playbook.
No, sorry.
And not to bring up old ones, but the What's Up one was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
What's up?
I mean, maybe,
Shooty was a part of that.
yeah, he was. That was under prior production. It was a different value at that point.
It definitely was.
It definitely wasn't a free value.
Well, I mean, at the time, our show was free. Our show has always been free.
Yeah. I mean, I bet if we did a graduation, we wouldn't charge $50 for it. But anyway, go ahead.
I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, if we've done sport, we've done a broadcast of high school sports in the area.
Several.
And
That's been fun, too.
Hey, I tell you what.
They're still up, too.
Yeah. I really enjoy that. That's fun. I mean,
I'm not going to lie. If I wasn't coaching football, like if I didn't coach football, I would be pushing that on us because I love doing the games.
I mean, same thing on mine. If I didn't have the Friday night stuff, big time. I knew that was going to happen. I was trying to avoid it.
I was thinking it too, so I'm glad he did.
If I didn't have that on Friday nights, I would be right there with you,
dude. I
Jason.
thought me and McVay did pretty.
You guys did a great
we
job.
had fun doing those games. We did a couple R7 games together, and I enjoyed it.
You see,
The volleyball game was a good one.
Hey, when you use basketball terminology
to define volleyball.
and people are watching it,
All those
absolutely.
passes.
all those passes, so great passes.
And infractions, perhaps, was it?
Flags. I don't know. There's
Violations.
falling forward.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Hey, how is falling forward not Jarvis's favorite?
Hates it so much. Hey,
Why is it all
classic.
the ex-Grandview football coaches always want to bring up fall forward?
I don't know. Maybe
it was all the 80-6 butt whoopings.
We
all the
never
schools.
beat you 86.
Well, hey,
we never beat you.
Hey,
I will look them up. We never beat you that bad.
Look. Go back to the broadcast. I mean, I still get people who joke about that volleyball game that me and Zach did, and I was like, well, you know what? If any other media outlet would have covered it, it would have been a big deal. But hey, we did it. We put it out there for the kids.
Well, it was awesome. I mean, it was two of the best volleyball
two
teams.
state-ranked
volleyball
champions.
Ranked.
Was the radio wasn't even there? Were they?
No radio.
How in the hell
No
does that
newspaper.
happen?
No newspaper. No other streaming service.
It was
no
like
radio.
it was like a Tuesday, Wednesday, or
Was
Thursday.
it not?
It was a Tuesday night.
It wasn't.
So
It wasn't
like
even
there
in the
were
newspaper.
football-
No, the Post didn't send anybody
covered it.
down here.
The leader, nobody covered.
You got
we were
two
the
top
only-
10
yes.
programs in the state.
I remember we talked about it coming up to it, and even afterwards.
No,
That's insane.
I saw both teams play,
and that's good volleyball.
Oh,
It's not like
my gosh, it was
it's
great.
high level. I mean,
Yes.
it's when you put R7 and Pius on the volleyball, it's almost like you come up to St. Louis and you get Nerix and St. Dom's going after each other. That's the level of volleyball that played that night down here, and that's what it's all about.
When you think about it, all of our 7 starters are now playing collegiately. All the seniors
On the D1 level.
Well, one's going to Arkansas, and then the one senior that Pius had, I think she's playing. I know she's at least doing track, but I thought she was doing volleyball and track.
I think she
and then
volleyball, too.
you know for a fact that, like I said, Pius only had the one senior. You know for a fact that you're going to have other girls that's a part of that volleyball program. They're going to be signed.
Well, I think
by the time they're
isn't the
seniors.
Richardson girl that played at R7 going to play college?
All of those.
Yeah.
They're all going. I think
all
most
of
of
them.
them.
Yeah.
All 6 of them are
I
playing.
think they're all D1. They're all going D1.
But here's the thing.
think.
I mean, you got that kind of talent and nobody there to cover it.
Yeah.
And so for us to do it, I mean, we just enjoyed it. We did it, and it was all free. free. Everything was freaking free because that's exactly what we do.
It wasn't behind a paywall?
No paywall.
There was
not paying to watch it.
You didn't get sponsors and put it behind a paywall?
Absolutely not.
Wait a minute.
You didn't get biased sponsors and put it behind a paywall.
What about all the Chinese hackers?
Yeah.
No Chinese hackers. We've had the Chinese hackers.
That was
Bring
the
it
same.
on. Come
Are
on.
we going to get UFOs now?
Maybe. I don't know.
Did you see that video?
Oh, yes.
Gosh.
Yeah.
The Chinese weather balloons. Now it's the UFOs. Oh my
Hey,
gosh.
so
Maybe we should start. We need to start covering news stuff. Oh my God!
Hey, one segment just needs to be weird crap in the news.
I'd have fun.
Jarvis, that could be your part where you bring that to the table.
The social studies teachers around here.
Current events. I found this in a newspaper. Hang on, let me pull it here.
Current events with Jarvis.
Can we wait? Hey, okay, we'll
be a podcast in
We'll put
itself.
that out in 2024.
Oh, shoot.
Episode 200, all current events with Jarvis.
Oh, boy. Oh, God. But, looking forward to the future and stuff of of what we're doing here. I mean, we hope that we can do some more sporting events this fall. And, I mean, it's hard for us, obviously, with basketball to do basketball events. But, we have in the past. We've done a basketball game here and there.
If we could get two guys that aren't basketball, or three guys that aren't basketball coaches now, to
Here
maybe
we
put some shows
go.
on.
You know what would be cool?
Oh, that's right. But then you have to be able to set it.
Hey, but when Pius
Hey, I can
and
set
Herky
that.
plays,
Yeah, Kevin could set
knows.
that up.
Kevin knows.
hey, when Pius and Herky plays, I think that is a grand opportunity.
Well, as long as we don't have other entities covering it, and
You just
I don't care
tell
if we
the
do.
other entities no.
I'm not in charge of those decisions.
I think it's here.
Well, it is at Pius this
It's
year.
here this year.
Oh, then we do have the.
Well, I would say that there's a good chance.
Coach Winkler says that your all-time favorite is Falling Forward and Matt Carpenter.
Well, Matt Carpenter has been because Ron Rhodes wouldn't shut up about Matt Carpenter.
It's about like putting 2 minutes back on the clock.
Dude, I know you
that's
got.
where I was gonna go
I
next.
know you got his autograph, okay, dude. And I know that you are allowed to put time back on the clock.
And there it is.
I knew it was going to at some
go.
point.
I wish you wouldn't even have brought it up because I would have.
No,
And
really?
What is
his senile butt doesn't want to remember it.
He's only senile when he wants to be senile.
Yeah. It's funny that some of the things that they're not senile about. Like I would have never thought in a million years I'd see Al Davis talk about having two fists up. Never thought. Yeah,
He was inseminating cattle.
I know.
Just
but
say it, Jarvis.
I never thought I would hear that out of that was. I was like, wow.
Hey, that was a normal day, man. I'm just telling you.
That was a normal day.
Just being
And
around
that's the
him.
type of content that you apparently get on the coach's box.
It's quality.
Well, yeah.
Great freaking value over here,
Yeah,
okay?
and that's why it's free.
Well, and I know, looking forward to, we're going to do On the Move again, starting probably the beginning of August,
Yep.
previewing,
Be back again.
stuff. We'll be doing that again, which I'm excited about. And we talk about the coach's box and that. I really like doing those preview shows because, once again, and I know we all agree with this, the Jefferson County kids do not get the coverage that they deserve.
Nope.
No.
Not even.
Look at Festus
flipping.
winning 2 state championships, and
Crickets.
it wasn't. And I'm not saying that because I'm a Festus guy or blah, blah, blah.
No, it's true.
Okay, maybe a little bit. You're saying it
But
because
I mean,
you're Festus guy.
you're
But you're right.
telling me if that
agree.
wasn't a city school that won 2 championships in something that wouldn't have been
same
I
season?
mean,
Be a media parade.
I'm going to flat out say it. Okay,
Hot
Cardinal
take.
Ritter girls, they win their 3rd straight state championship. Great. Festus, Crickets, really? Hillsborough, terrific year. Herky, 3rd place. They didn't even have a reporter down there for classes 1 and 2 when Herky came in 3rd place. The only local person that wrote about it that was there was me on Monday when I did 1-2 recap. And that, it's just these kids don't get the coverage that they deserve. That's why, do we talk a little bit about what's going on football, basketball-wise up in St. Louis? Absolutely we do.
It's relevant.
It's relevant. But we always, when we put the show together,
Well,
gosh darn it, it's the Jeffco kids.
And there's some athletes down here that.
There's terrific athletes here.
There's D1 kids.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it ad nauseum about how good the cross country and the track and field is in Jefferson County.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Okay?
Oh, here we go.
No. We're talking about the kids. We're talking about the kids in the college.
I just
so Festus. They got a kid, the Myers kid. I think he's a Wichita State. He's a freshman. You got. I'm going to mess the kid's name up. He also signed to go to Wichita State. Shrum. I think it's. Then you got the Holland boys. I think one's going to Carbondale. Another one, both going to Carbondale.
Yeah, and they were absolute studs.
So here's my question, and here's the city guy up here. If they're at a city school, are they going Power 5? Are they going? Mid-major's great, but why is it? Why is it that you have D1 athletes, but
because their times are D1 times, aren't they?
Oh yeah,
without a doubt.
Oh yeah.
A lot of it has to do. Sometimes the coaches, and I'm not throwing the coaches under the bus, but sometimes the coaches aren't getting the information to the college coaches. And I think that's where Mile Split it does such a terrific job in promoting these kids. So I think you're seeing a lot more in that. But once again, you're talking cross country and track. The Post right now doesn't. I mean,
they fired the whole high school staff, didn't they?
Other than 2. I mean, it's terrible.
Well,
that
means that you have 2 guys, they can cover more, right? Because if you have less people, you can cover more stuff. I mean, is that right?
It's 2 + 2 = 5.
Right.
They could cover a spreader event.
Yeah, they cover super spreader.
No, they can't cover it because they left.
Wait.
Because they were afraid it was going to spread to them.
Wait. Why not just?
No, they didn't go into Miller's office.
That's true.
They get it from Jarvis.
So get it from me.
No. You got 2 writers. You just have Chat GPT do the rest of the writing on everybody in the area, right? It's like, hey, Chat GPT, talk about Festus.
Hey, remind me of that. I got a funny story on that stuff.
So,
go ahead.
Let me ask you this: and you've been doing this a long time. How many times has two different sports in the same season won a state championship in the same school?
And the same, you're
same season, same school,
boys, and one gender.
And I don't know that I've
same season
that I've been around and
CBC football basketball.
Same season. No,
not in the fall, spring.
Oh no, in the same season. No,
I think they did it. I thought CBC one year did it in football and soccer.
Okay, well I don't.
Now that could be it. That could be it. I'd have to double check that.
You want me to throw it out there? I'm gonna.
Now I will say this. I think
can't compare it.
I would agree.
Rockhurst has done it.
Can't compare it.
Football, soccer.
Yes,
both schools you can't compare. You can't compare that to Festus.
But I was going to throw this in at the end. Now, name us another small school that has done same gender, 2 sports, same season, and you're not going to find another one outside of Festus.
No, I'd agree.
I agree 100%.
Would Festus be considered a small school?
Yes.
St. Louis standards.
By the Post-Dispatch standards.
Okay, listen.
It's Class 5 baseball.
What do the freaking What does the Post-Dispatch even know? Okay,
because it's the metro area. Because it's Missouri. Because Missouri has so many K-8 schools. You got to think. That's exactly how it is.
No.
You go to all these other states; they have high schools of 2, 3, 4, 5,000.
They're consolidated. I don't care. I'm just telling you. First off, no. Let's go back to what I just said. What does this Post-Dispatch know? Nothing. Seriously. What do they know? Go ahead. Argue that.
So then give me, and I'm just saying, I'm using their definition.
That's
I'll say that. What is your definition of the difference between a large and a small school then?
I mean, it has to be enrollment size.
So what would that number? Pick a number.
I don't know.
1,000?
Pick a number.
I'd say 1,000.
So then,
I ain't picking a number.
Oh,
I ain't picking no number.
They can't pick a number because how many times they want to call us a big school at 460?
You guys are a big school.
You guys are you're in the standards.
County standards, you're a big school.
All relative.
When you guys end up Class 5 and you're like, no, we're just small schools. No.
Class 5 and
that
what?
won't happen.
Basketball.
Seckman and Fox
We're
will
not
be in
Class 5
I
in
said
basketball.
when you end up Class 5 in basketball.
We're not going to end up in 5. We're 460 or 470
Bring in Northwest.
students.
Keep them in the small schools.
Double enrollment.
Could bring in Seckman.
Well, they brought Perryville up for football. They're in the small schools.
Seckman and Fox, now
so
that they
dumb.
can somewhat compete in the suburban conferences, they don't want out.
No.
Now that they've restructured the suburban conferences.
The way they're doing the suburban conferences
They
now,
don't want out.
they're in a good spot because they'll be able to compete.
They do relegation, don't they?
Actually,
they do.
That's kind of what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
But I will say this: it has made the conference more competitive. Because remember the days. I mean, my gosh,
the Suburban East was always a joke of a conference.
Yeah.
And but the West was always loaded and stacked.
And the old Suburban North was just a meat grinder. I mean, but no, I like what the Suburban has done in every year making those decisions and making it competitive for the kids so that they're not going to get killed.
But didn't the AAA do that for a couple of years before they kind of disbanded?
Well, the AAA is doing that right now, and I've been spearheading that. But
still a conference?
It's for one more year. But once again, I mean, in all honesty, we one more year. Everybody's going independent for the most part. Notre Dame and St. Dom girls are going to join the MWA. Borgia's going independent. The Berg's independent. We're going to go independent.
The
Metro Women's Athletic Association, which they're actually changing their name. It's actually going to be a new name. I forget what they're rebranding.
Please make it better than moi.
That's the Incarnate St. Joe Visitation Ursuline Conference.
So the Incarnate Conference.
So
St. Jo's for the most part.
Why would you be if you were Incarnate girls? Why would you be in a conference? I'm not even.
I would just be a prep school and just play prep
National.
and play for national.
They're going to get the
championship.
streak. They're going to get the win streak.
How are they not going to?
I don't know.
I mean, they've got to get. They're at 100 now. Stratford's at 123. I know they're going back to Southern California to play two top teams in California. And I think before they get a shot at the streak, they're going back down to Kentucky to play the top two teams out of Louisville. So there's going to be a couple shots there.
How would you like to be in that conference after they get it's like being in the public high. If Sean gets done playing everybody that they play, and then they roll up in whichever gym in the public high, go play Gateway for a Roosevelt game and get absolutely annihilated. Because it's like, we got to play these guys now.
Here's what I don't get. How do you start preseason number 1 in the nation? You go undefeated. You have a however many game winning streak. 100. And then you don't finish number 1 in the nation. How does that work?
That USA Today poll is a joke. That's
so you're saying media polls and media coverage.
What in all media members? Hold on. In all honesty, why do you?
I know, but I would just.
But in all honesty, why do you think and you can ask Chris this because when we do the show, I hate doing a poll. I don't like doing it. I've said it for the state football poll. We should not have a poll until the 3rd week of the season.
Agree.
We should basketball. I've said this.
There should never be a preseason.
There should never be a preseason poll for high school.
Hey, maybe I'll just help fix that. No preseason.
Well, since you're on the committee now, you unilaterally
fix that. Unilaterally.
Look at this guy.
Big Chris said it.
He's hanging out with big time, and now he's becoming big time.
Yeah, exactly.
He big timed us. New
Jersey. They got their own show together. I mean,
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hey,
hold on. Did you get invited for the New Jersey show?
No, I did
not. Did you get invited? I didn't get it. Kit?
I'm not invited for anything.
So what they did was they sent me a message and said, "Who sets up and does everything for your show?" And I go, "Honestly, it's me." They're like, "Then we want to talk to you."
No. And a good producer would been like, "Well, no, I don't want anybody but the guys that
the boys.
A good producer would be like,
a good friend would have said, "I got to come on with all the homies."
I get a lot of
Had I known, I'd have pulled the internet plug that day.
That might be why everything got a little sketchy right there. Kevin's like, "Oh, don't give us no love." Now, hey,
just me dang.
You've already said that you didn't want to do the exercise. Like, I just want to show up and do the coach's box. That's exactly what you said. No.
I will show up and do any show that I get to talk.
I'll remember that.
With a face for radio, Jason will be on camera anytime.
Once again,
the blurry video.
Just
the voice.
Just the voice.
Once again, hate the player or don't hate the player.
Hate the player, love the game.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
And I think on that note,
oh my gosh,
Jim must have to get back up to the big time.
He just got a text that the window is open. He's got to go.
Hey,
the Merrimack is closing soon.
No, he just got an invitation to play in a threesome.
or foursome.
With a
I'll
with
see
a
you
10
next week,
p.m. tea time.
Jarvis.
Oh my! Just don't make eye contact with your playing. Don't talk to him.
Oh my gosh! Why do we went there again?
I'm talking about like if you don't like the person that you're in the threesome with, you just don't talk to him. You're playing golf.
Golly.
It is. It's golf commentary.
Golf commentary. What do you want me to say? Hey, I know more about that than I do about volleyball. Obviously, that's all there is to it.
Some would say, well, never mind.
Coach Winkler said that face comes from falling forward.
Winkler.
Yeah, Winkler.
Winkler.
He's up late for him.
No, he's not.
No, he's up late all the time, remember?
His nap is at 2:00.
He takes that nap. It's
Afternoon
summertime.
delight.
It's summertime. You got
Afternoon
nothing
delight.
going on in the
Yeah.
afternoons.
He's
Right.
raring to go.
That's exactly right. Well, again, we appreciate you guys tuning in for another episode. We love it, the fact that we've been
It's
on
not
there.
just another episode.
Another
It's
150th episode.
I mean, there's
of-
sitcoms. There's all kinds
Exactly.
of. There's coaches that never get there. Me probably, and then there's there's all kinds of people that never get to 150 in anything.
That is true. But it's good to be with everybody.
Like my
And-
wallet never gets to $150.
Well, stop throwing 20s out on the
It
table.
won't next week when I take that 20.
Oh, you're so full of sh.
I don't know how we've been on the
2
air.
weeks in a row,
Swear to
dude.
God, I have
we
no idea.
should. Hey, we should start earning money if he shows up 2 weeks in a row.
So, wait, instead of a swear jar, we need a gym jar?
Hey, by the way, so many things I wanted to go with
So
that.
many jokes, not enough time.
By the way, we'll be heading north at some point.
some
here
point,
in
we
the
will be-
next, month and a half.
We'll be having a show.
Hey, we'll head north.
But I'm here next week.
If you're here next week.
Man, sounds like a bet.
Game on.
As long as he makes it through that threesome golf match.
Hey, I don't know. You're not going to be there, too?
Oh, God.
And on that note,
Goodbye. The mute button.
appreciate
Wait.
everybody tuning in. Hopefully, we'll see you guys next week. We'll see if Jim's here. We'll see if Jarvis loses money. We'll see if Blair beats it. And we'll see you guys all next week. Have a great night.
Thanks for watching another rib-tickling, gut-busting, epic episode of The Coach's Box. Please like, share, and follow.